you're well, you guys. Yeah, I'm Ted Brian as I'm a mobile developer, and my career started actually as a student, as you. When I see people when they're doing tech and they're getting out, it bothers my head. Yeah? Like I don't know if you are not you don't like what you are doing. Anyway, I'm a senior software engineer for 12 years of experience, and I've worked with a company in the US called Intellectsoft. So Intellectsoft is located in San Francisco, Silicon Valley. Have you heard of Silicon Valley, guys? Which company do you know come from there? Which company do you know which comes from there? Pardon? Okay. Google comes from there. Facebook, Microsoft, many companies, big which are shaking in the world. So that's where this company is located. And some years back, I relocated back to Uganda, but I was a student here. So some years. So feel free to interact with me, ask me any question, anything challenging. Let me first which years are you in, you guys? Which year? Year 1. How many are in third years? Third years? Oh, third years, year 2. Second years? Oh, the rest of year ones. Okay. Just a brief history about me. I was a student like you. Year 1, I was on government, and I used to live in Kurubia. Do you know Kurubia? We used to sleep for. You know how to give me. Am I assuming some government? I used to live for. Okay, we live for, and I had no laptop, so these were my labs. Actually, these labs are very old. So I had no laptop, and I used to sit. I used to have a timetable for every lab. When they chase me here, I go there site. Like that in year 1, like as you guys. If you think like in year 1 you cannot make it, you have not. I don't know if you have brought some session which can help you guys. So I know year 1 you feel like you are studying for your parents, right? You don't think about if you get a first class, you think you have made it in life. When you see, is it timetable? When you see yourself that side, you say, yeah, I made it. But in the advantage, our years we used to do two internships. You still do two internships? You want a year 2? Yeah. Now in year 1, that's when I opened up and I started learning a programming language called Java, and I created my first application, which was called Tech Solution, and another application was called QuickArt. Faster, I won M10 Innovation Awards just because of an application called QuickArt. QuickArt, an application where you can order groceries online. Now, if you're here and you think that when I graduate, what can I do? You can start up something what's called a startup. You know startups? So, I created an application where people can order groceries online, and Tech Solution. Tech Solution I created for Chuksa, for my colleagues here to download courses, tutorials, how do you install Windows. I could put those sessions, but M10 wanted an application where if they invest in, they can get money out of it. But Tech Solution, they can't. But when a person uses that QuickArt application and order grocery, he will pay using what? Mobile money. Are you getting me? So if you think about doing any startup and you want funding, look at big companies, what they want. 2016, we started a company called the Paul Pay. Have you ever heard about the system which you use to pay school fees? Do you know school pay? that's also my innovation and my colleagues. So we are in over 15,000 schools. That's why every year we are taking students from universities to go and do internship through school thing. So there is a big career in you creating your own. If you have the skill, you don't need money. Are you getting me? The only investment you can put in resources, having a good computer, attending sessions, like even CHUPSA is very important. Very, very important. If you see the number of third years who are here, you can know the level of why Uganda has a lot of jobless people. Because important session, they don't put in much what? Important session, even investing in yourself to go to any hackathon or any outside event, tech event where you can network. They don't value. I don't know if you reach in that year, start wising yourself. I saw some student organizer from Bustem was complaining about that when you reach in 4th year, students start wising themselves. They don't attend sessions. So attending even CHUPSA, it is an addition to you, because CHUPSA can access it, but your university cannot access it. That's the difficult rule. A university called the moves as an ICT. Even the university cannot access, but the association can access us through these sessions. So if you engage through these sessions, they will open up your what? When I see that speaker, that person has never been in my sessions. Is the third year? Okay. That's about me. Those are some of my innovations which I have worked on, but I've worked on many, which since I don't have much time, but if you have more time, or you have specific question, you'll ask me in your career. So, way back, I started from here, as I told you. I got a scholarship in Russia, and I did a master's in USA. So I started working in USA professionally. But here I was working for freelancing. You know freelancing? Pardon? I was freelancing, but I was working in many other companies when I was freelancing. A bit of software engineering is that you can freelance in multiple organizations when and you work for specific periods of time. So I was working with the NTV, I worked with MTN on some projects. So I was like, but by all that time I was in 3rd year. Are you getting me? I started innovating when I was in what? 2nd year. So if you are in year 1, you still have time. 2nd year, you still have time. 3rd year, you have to fight for yourself. So I started working with a company called Capital One in New York, and I shifted to a company called in San Francisco and Intellectual. Now in San Francisco, we used to organize a conference which we call Droidcon. Droidcon is a conference which converges mobile developers in all world. In USA, you can wake up when you are laid off and with no reason, and yet you have bills to pay. And the only way to get to your next job or your next career is you to join what? To go to conferences. These conferences, if you get time, you will go in Google and put in Droidcon. You will see how much these conferences are, and students are paying a lot of money to attend those conferences. Why? Recruiters come to these conferences and sponsor these conferences. Reason, they are looking for mobile developers or mobile engineers. You interact with like-minded people, like people which you want to look at, people who can help you to get your next career. So that's why They are more valuable. And I started as a volunteer, and later I became on the team. And by the time when I relocated in Africa, we had, I think we had one. There's somebody from Germany who started it in Kenya, and we launched it in Uganda. This is going to be a third year of Droidcon happening in Uganda. So it will happen on 10th to 11th, and will be at UICT National something. It's called National Innovation Hub, which is UICT. And this is a global conference, and it is organized in over 20 cities worldwide, and it brings developers, startups focused on Android, Flutter, Kotlin. Do you do Java here? Let me study. Do you do Java? Yes? You do Java? Okay, let me give you. If you are interested in Java now, put much time on Kotlin, because Java phased off way in 2017. And you need to update yourself. So Kotlin is more concise to learn. And no longer, or even the company which developed it no longer pushes it all the way. And currently we are on what we call Compose. So if you start learning, you learn on XML, you go to Compose. Now we are on Mount platform. They developed that language where our web app. Let me give you an example, like a company like SafeBorder. If you want to develop an application for SafeBorder, you're going to hire Swift developers, and you're going to hire Kotlin developers or Java developers. Are we together? Android and what? Android versus what? Are we together? Android, application for Android, another one for what? iOS for Swift. Now, Kotlin, Google launched what we call Flutter. So Flutter, but there was React, Ionic, but those were also failing in market. When Google launched Flutter, Flutter started shaking, but Kotlin was already endorsed by Google, and Flutter started also getting popularity at a faster rate, where you can use one single place and you design Android, one application which can run on Android and what? iOS. Do I need Swift people now? So companies started hiring Flutter developers worldwide, and the number started increasing. Now, remember Kotlin, we were improving it. Now they brought what we call Kotlin My Platform. With Kotlin, we develop an application which we call native application. For Flutter, you develop an application which we call hybrid application. But the best is the Flutter application. So big enterprises, they use the native applications, not the what? Sorry, they need the native, not the hybrid applications. But many companies, as I speak, as by now, many companies are hiring Flutter developers. And if Chambogo want to develop a mobile application for what application? If they want to develop an application, they will prefer hiring you who know Flutter than hiring someone who know a single base and who will lead to hire two people. Are you getting me? So, as I speak, Kotlin was brought to stable. Now with Kotlin also you can develop a Kotlin My Platform. Later I'm going to show you an application on iOS which we are going to use with Kotlin, which is already native. So the two, you can choose one of the two which you want to. If you want to learn Kotlin or you want to learn that for Flutter. Okay, so this will be the third edition, and the attendees are over 700. So it brings in international speakers from Google. And actually, I didn't tell you about the Google developer expert, but